Hello, good morning, friends. Today we going to start the next bits of our last topic, that is FTP. So the next bit in FTP is communication. So what is communication actually? The FTP client and server, which runs on different computer, must communicate each other. So these computers may use different operating system, different characteristics, different file structures, and different file formats. So F2P must make this something like heterogeneous compatibility. So it should be comfortable to be communicate with this all different types of things in a proper way. So this may how it may be uh, communicated or taken granted, how we are going to communicate in these kind of situations. We will discuss that. So in that we have to dealing with the two things, what is communication over control connections and communication over data connections. So in that, first I will discuss with that communication over control connections. So in this, what we are using, the FTP uses the same approach as telnet or SMTP to communicate across the control connection. So it uses NVT ASCII characteristics family, that is American standards, which is given to us, and communication is achieved through some commands and responses. We are sending some commands, we are getting some responses from those things. So in this fashion we are communicating, and standards of conversion of characteristics is used. This simple method is adequate for control connection because we send one command at a time. So each command or response is only one short line, so we need to worry about the file format or structure. So each time the line is terminated with the two characters at the end of the line token. So as this diagram is shown here, in this diagram we can see, I will little bit zoom it. So some local operating system communicating to the remote operating system. So you can see the client and server. So control process is created in which we are using NVT method, so which is used in a telnet process also, how this conversion or communication taken between the client and server. So control process has been creating the same pattern here also for the communication between the client and server. So moving to the next. So next is communication over data connection. So the purpose and the implementation of data connections are different from that control connection. So control connection is only used for the sending commands and responses here, but we want to use the transmission of data. So we want to transfer the files through data connection. The client must define the type of to be file to be transferred, the structure, how the structure of that file, okay, the structure of file or data, the and transmission modes. So we will define these two things importantly, how the structure of the data will be defined, how the transmission mode is used. So before sending file through the data connection, we prepare for the transmission through the control connections. The heterogeneity problem is resolved by defining three attributes of communication. So earlier we defined the three problems for communication between the heterogeneous various types of operating is used between two communication systems like this. So that will be resolved by defining this proper standards, that is file type, data structure, and transmission mode. So through these three things we are going to be handle that heterogeneity problem. What is that heterogeneity? That is different operating system, different characteristics, different file structures, different file formats. So this will be defined how to uh, control that, and with the help of data connections. So in this diagram also it has been shown that, so local system, local types, data process, and client server. So in this file type, data structure, transmission mode defined by the clients, and data connection is established. So we define these three things in this properly. So first we will deal how it will going to deal with the file type. So what actually file type does? So file type can be transfer one of the following type of the across the data connection. So we use one of these in the format to transmitting the file from source to the destination, and it will just convert that in the appropriate operating system formats. So it may be a ASCII file, it may be a EBCD file or image file, depending upon the situation which we are using it. we will use for the transmission of data. So this file, okay, this is the default format. Okay, first we will discuss first point, that is ASCII file. So this is the default format for transmitting the text file. Each character is encoding using NVT ASCII, and the sender transform the file from its own representation into NVT ASCII characters, and receiver receives transfers the ASCII formats converted into own representation. So what happens whenever the file client want to send some format, so it will convert into NVT ASCII format, and that automatically NVT ASCII format will convert back to the actual one representation of that operating system. This is the default format. So if you are not using this format, then it will be EBCD uh, EBCD IC file format. So if one or both ends of the connection uses this coding, the file can be transferred using this EBCD coding method. So it will EBCDIC method is used to for encoding and decoding of your data file transfer when you done from the client to server. And the third point is image file. So this is the default format for transferring binary files. Okay, if you're using the binary file, then we will use this file, image file. The file is sent as a continuous stream of bytes without any interpretation or encoding. This is mostly used for transfer the binary such as compiled programs. Okay, so when you use compiled programs, we use these kind of file formats for transmitting the zeros and ones binary kind of formats for transmitting the informations. If the file is encoded in ASCII or EBCD or other attribute must be added to define the printability of the file. So whenever we transfer this, we use some additional information which is used to print that particular information at the destination of the source site. So for this we use non-print method or telnet method. So this is the default format of transferring a text file. So the file contains non-vertical specifications for printing. This means that file cannot be printed without further processing because there are no characteristics to be interpreted for a vertical movement of the printed. This format is used for files that will be stored and processed later. So this kind of files are used for we store at some location and later we will process all the information at a time and send to the destination. So another method is telnet. So in this format, the file contain NVT ASCII vertical characteristics such as CR, carriage return, line feed, new line, vertical lap. The file is printable after transfer. So first one is discussed in detail file type. First, which kind of files we are used to transfer and receive at a source and destination. Second is the data structure. So there are three different types of data structures we are using. So FTP can transfer a file across the data connection using one of the following interpretation about the structure of the data. So first is file structure, that is default structures. The file has no structure, it contains a stream of bytes only to send the data and receive the data. Record structures, the files are divided into records and this can be used only with text files. Next is page structure. This file is divided into many pages, okay, sub pages or some major pages, with each page having a page number and page header. The page can be stored and accessed randomly or sequentially. Okay, so when we receive at the destination or source, we will receive it and we can merge properly at the end. Okay, so the three different types of data structure is file structure, which is contains stream of bytes. So we will send some bytes in the form of packets and receive at the destination. We'll club that information, stream of bytes zeros and ones. And another is structure, record structure, that is some sending some divided into some sub records and collecting into text files. And third one is page structure, which is dividing to some pages and receive as a destination. So next is transmission mode. So FTP can transfer a file across data connection using one of the following three transmission modes. First one is stream mode. So this is a default mode. The data are delivered from FTP to TCP as a continuous stream of bytes. The TCP is responsible for chopping data into the segments of continuous streams of bytes. So, sorry, TCP is responsible for chopping the data into the segments of appropriate size. It will divide into appropriate size. If the data is simply a stream of bytes, no end of file is needed. The end of file in this case is a closing of data connection by sender. If the data is divided into records, each record will have 1 byte end of records, okay, the characters, and the end of the byte will be one file, end of the file character. So in this stream mode, we are sending some piece of information. It will say that if the end of the data is finished, then connection is finished to send the information. The second mode is nothing but block mode. In this block mode, data is delivered from FTP to TCP in the blocks. In this case, each block is represented by 3 byte header. So one size is defined for this, and that block of size will be used to send a destination. And the first byte is called block descriptor. The next 2 bytes define the size of the block in its bytes. Third method is compressed mode. If the file is big, then the data is compressed. Compression method is normally used in running length coding. This method is consecutive appearance of a data unit are replaced by one occurrence and another number of repetitions. So in this text file, usually blanks or spaces are used. So in binary file, null characters are usually compressed. So these are the three different types of compress methods we are used for explaining the communication of data, communication of the data process. The next bit of FTP is nothing but command processing. So the next bit is nothing but command processing. So we will discuss this command processing. So usually command processing is nothing but we sending some commands between the source and destination or client and server. So this is usually comes under the control connections. When we use actually to communicate between the two ends or to create a communication, we send some of the types of commands. So we will discuss different types of commands in this. So FTP uses the control connection to establish a communication between client control process and server control process. So during this communication, the commands are sent from client to the server, and the response are sent to from server to client. So in the diagram also that is shown that some commands are exchanged and we are getting some response of that particular from the server. So we will discuss the different types of commands what have been exchanged and responses what we actually received. So as per the diagram, so it is listed some of the different types of commands. So what are the commands which we have exchanged between the client and server process when you exchange? So there are 6 different types of commands. So the commands are actually sent from the FTP client process, are in the form of ASCII, uppercase, which may or may not be followed by the arguments. Okay, it depends upon the situation. It may be their arguments or may not be their arguments. The commands are divided into the 6 groups. So first one is nothing but access command. So second one is file management command. Third is data formatting command, port defining command, file transferring command, and miscellaneous commands. So in detail, one by one commands we will see that, and there is a list of tables also what actually these commands explain us. So first command is access command. These commands let the user access the remote system. So when we use to access the remote system, so these common commands are used. I will little bit zoom what they actually use. So first column represents the command names, and second is their arguments when we pass or don't pass depending upon the situation. In the top three commands, that is argument is passed, and after that there are no common arguments are passed, and there are in front of them the description has been explained. So first command is nothing but user. So it gives our description as explain us user information is given. Second is nothing but password. Third one is nothing but account information. Fourth is reinitialize, logout, quit, that is quit command, or abort is nothing but abort the previous command. So these kind of the commands are used under the access commands. So the next commands is nothing but file management commands. So these commands lets the user access the file system on the remote computers. They allow the user to navigate through the directories, structures, create new directories, delete files, and so on. So this gives us the different accessing the file systems when you use on the you want to access the data on the remote systems or files information. So we will see that table. I will little bit zoom it your to see properly what actually the commands names are there. So first row defines the name of commands, and second row defines the argument, and third is description of those commands. So first one is nothing but change the another directory, change the parent directory, delete a file, list of subdirectories, list of subdirectories or files without attributes, create a new directory, display the name of current directory, delete a directory, identify a file to be renamed, rename the file, amount mount a file system. So some of these commands are used to accessing the files on the remote locations. So we usually use these commands. So after this we will move to the next command format, so that is data formatting commands. So what actually data formatting commands? These commands let the user to define the data structure, file type and transmission modes. The defined format is then used by the file command transfer commands. So what are these file transfer commands? There are three different types: file type, data structure and transmission mode. We already discussed in before topic only what is data formatting. So in this first data type, file types, in this we use the EBC format of converting the file into the representation of UNIV using the two different operating system, that is heterogeneous type of commands, sorry, heterogeneous type of environments in which we are want to communicate. So these are used. So structure, so we have used three different type of data structures: file structure, record structure and page structure. So records, files uses byte of streams, record uses different types of records, pages uses different types of pages when we are collected at the end of the server side and collected in a single file and store them. So these different types of modes: stream modes, that is number of bytes we are sending, receiving, blocks we are sending, and finally compressed files we are sending. That is the three different types of modes data formatting commands. So next is port defining commands. So what is this port defining commands? These commands define the port number for the data connection on client side or server side. Okay, we use for defining them. There are two methods to do this. So first method, using port command, the client can choose any empirical port number and send it to the server using a passive open. So client will be passive open and it will send to the server to be active and get connected with the server client and to get the information access from source to destination. The server uses the port number and creates an active open. In second method, we are using the passive command. The client just asks the server to first choose port number. The server do the passive open on the set port and send the port number to in the response. The client issues an active open using the port number. Okay, so in this way we are using the port numbers to use to communicate between the client and server. So there are two commands in this. One is port, another is passive. So first port is used by the client, which will, in this case client will be passive, and second case the server will be passive. So next is file transfer commands. These commands are actually let the user transfer the files from source to the destination. So list common methods are in these groups. So first one is, I will little zoom these commands to get the proper information. So first one is command list of commands in the first row. Second, the arguments what we are passing. Third is description of those files, those commands. So first command is retr, that is retrieve files. So files are transferred from server to client. Second, STOR, store files. Files are transferred from client to server. Third is APPE, similar to STOR, but if file exists, data can be appended to it. Fourth one is STOU, that is same as STOR, that is file name will be unique in the directory. Next is ALU, ALLO, allocate storage space files at the server. Last is reset, the position of the file marker specified the data point. Last is stat, status, return the status of the file. So these are the commands used for the file transfer from source to destination, from site server to client. So last is miscellaneous commands. So these commands deliver the information to the FTP using at the client side. So these having four commands: help, noop, site, syst. So ask first, help is used to ask the information about the server. Noop is used to check if the server is alive or not. Fourth command is used to specify the site specific commands. Fourth one is nothing but ask about the operating system used by the server. So these are some of the different types of commands which are used in the connection. Common control connections methods we are using. Another type is response. So we have already shown in the diagram last time. In that we have three commands has been actually exchanged, but two commands are mainly focused. One is commands and another is responses. So what is response? Every time FTP command generate at least one response. So as a response has two parts: a 3-digit number followed by text. The numeric part defines the code and the text part defines the parameter or extra explanation. We represent 3 digits as XYZ. The meaning of each digit is described in this below. So we have different formats to represent these digits. So we have responses ending from source to destination. So in this, each time we are sending one response to the client, or what kind of response we are sending. So we are using three different formats to send this. In the position when we are sending that, we have 3 digits, that is XYZ, and in first digit format is used, second digit format is used, and third digit format is used. So in this first digit format, the first digit defines the status of command. So first digit what defined, it defines the status of the command. So one of 5 digits can be used in these positions. So some formats are given here. So first YZ, in X it plays 1 YZ. So first positive preliminary reply. So the action has started. The server will send another reply before accepting another command. So it will wait for some command and it will not accept another command. 2 YZ, positive completion reply. The action will has been completed. The server will accept the another request. So 3 YZ, that is positive intermediate reply. The command has accepted but further information is needed. Next 4 YZ, in this transist negative completion reply, the action didn't take place but error is temporary. The same command can be sent later. 5 YZ, permanent negative completion reply. This command was not accepted and should not be treated again. So these are the 5 different types of commands are used while sending and receiving. So next, the second type is its second digit. So in this second position, we are finalizing the bits as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, in this situation, second digit. So there is second row. Okay, the second position is representing by numbers. In the earlier, it is first position representing the numbers. So there are some 6 digits can be used in this position. So first x0z, x1z, x2z, x3z, x4z, and x5z. In this format, 6 commands are used. So in this first one is used for syntax, second is information, third is connection, fourth is authentication and accounting, fifth is unspecified, and sixth is file systems. So next is third digit. In third digit provide some additional informations. So a table is shown for additional information and different kind of responses in this detail. So I will list some of them, what additional information is provided with us in detail. So first one is positive preliminary reply. So in this first type we are using positive preliminary reply. In that positive preliminary reply, 120 represent service will be ready shortly. 125 represent data connection open, data transfer will be stop shortly. 150 represent file status, it's okay, data connection will be open shortly. So in that positive completion reply, so in this 200 represents commands okay. In 211 system status or help reply, 212
directory status, 213 file status, 214 help messages. So these are some of the commands in the positive completion reply. Last is positive intermediate reply. It is having 331. So you can see this is first command positive privilege, second command, third command 331. So username okay, password is needed. 332 account, need account for login. So these are the different types of additional information is provided when we exchange these kind of information. So next one is nothing but response messages. Some of the response messages are shown here. So that is positive preliminary, in that only 120 represents service will be ready shortly, data connection is open. Similarly, so same is there, so nothing is changed. So these are some additional information. So in which we are discussed the file transfer protocol information. So thanks for listening me. We'll stop here. In the next lecture we are going to discuss TFTP.